Hi, hello again, Rubies. It's very good to see you all again today. I hope you're doing well. I've been I've been feeling this message for a bit now. The only reason why I haven't filmed it quite yet is because I wanted to make sure that when I did film this message, I was honoring the message in all its capacity. And so it's taken me a bit to sit back and really sit with this energy and to really make sure that I am able to able to what are the words, spirit, procure the right message for you guys the way that spirit wants it to be given and received. So immediately spirit keeps repeating to me one of my favorite affirmations, and it is love is sovereign, love is free. Confirmation burp. Confirmation burp again. Love is sovereign. Love is free. Love is everything. Love is me. This affirmation has been a really big staple for me this month. And the reason why it's been a big staple for me this month is because I have been feeling love energy like no other. And when I say love energy, I don't just mean, you know, romantic love or familial love or the love that you get with pets or self-love or anything like that. No, I mean love. Love as a whole. Love is so many things. I mean, I just gave multiple examples of what love is. And another thing that Spirit wants me to talk about is the fact that, you know what, they want me to read from my journal first. I recently, within this month, sat down and I sat with this energy and I sat with the energy of love. And I wrote 303 as I looked up at the timer, and I wrote a love letter to love, with love. And when I say with love, I mean, like, yes, I wrote it with love in my heart, but I also wrote it while asking love to almost sit with me, as if love was another person in the room. And so the reason why Spirit is bringing this up is because of that quote. Love is sovereign, love is free, love is everything, love is me. Love is sovereign, love is free. Well, yes, it means that when you are, embodied in the energy of love, you are free. You are free. You're able to better connect with your heart and yourself and your dreams, and able to let go of more easily of the things that no longer serve you or are meant for you. But that's not just it. Love in and of itself is not only freedom for us human beings and for life itself. And I'm getting shivers as I'm talking about this, which is a just beautiful, beautiful, strong energy. But love in and of itself is almost its own entity, its own being. And they're wanting me to bring up this analogy Love is almost, no, I'm not going to say almost. Love is like a mother that holds us within her womb, within her arms, and embraces us and gives us the things that we could ever need in this life. And through her, we are able to live, we are able to connect with ourselves, we are able to be, to to worship, and not even just worship of the self, but worship of life, of others, and even to be able to create. Because without love, you know, love, within love comes creation. It comes with dreams, and those dreams lead to us creating artwork or following our dream paths, or it could even actually come down to 6:06 as I look up at the timer. It could even come down to creating an actual child with someone that you love. There's It's just such a beautiful, abundant energy, and so love is like a mother that just holds us in her arms, in her womb, just safe and sound. And sadly, love herself gets beaten down. She gets beaten down, she gets misunderstood, she gets titles that don't actually belong to her placed upon her, the same way that many mothers in this world face. She even has some of her own children turn their backs on her because they they don't understand the way that she was trying to help them grow, help them learn, or because maybe even they misunderstood something that wasn't actually her to be her. An example of this would be, let's say you were in a relationship, a romantic relationship, or multiple romantic relationships in the past, and all of these relationships were toxic and karmic and they were just not good for the soul. They were not good for you. They tore you down, broke you in so many different ways, and because of that, you now scorn love. You now look at love and scoff at it and almost turn your nose up high, puff your chest out, and fully turn your back towards it because you're like, well, love is just all love has ever done in the past is hurt me, and I don't want to be hurt anymore, and so I have to protect myself. And but in all reality, that wasn't love herself that did that. It was the situation, it was the energies, it was the people involved, but it wasn't love. Was it a form of love? Yes, but it wasn't her. And sadly, a lot of these things can make people, like I said, scorn her, scoff at her. And a lot of people, okay, sorry, they're wanting me to wait before I get into that. And they're wanting me to read this letter that I made. Because I was really sitting with this energy of love and just really, really thinking about my own sovereignty as a being and as a person, while also thinking of, love herself and all these other beautiful, abundant things, I knew that I had to write a letter to her. A letter to her and a letter to myself. Because remember, at the end of the day, we are all children of love. We are all her divine, beautiful children. And so I sat down, I channeled, I asked her to be with me, to not only feel the love through me, but like I said earlier, I even asked her to sit in the room with me, as if she was another person sitting right next to me. And so here is the letter that I wrote. And 10:13 as I look up at the timer. This is significant. And I'm going to read it and then I'll tell you why it is significant. Take a deep breath with me. I feel like we really need it. There's heavy heart space energy. And it's because love is a hard topic to talk about. I know. And it's okay. Dear love, thank you for always being there for me. Even in the times where I could not sense your presence, you were always there. Even when you showed up in ways I could yet understand. Even on the days when I cursed your name as loud as I could, blaming you for things that neither of us understood. You still stayed. Thank you for being my lifelong companion, for being my friend, my lover, my twin sibling. I wish to give you the apology you deserve, to tell you that I am sorry for all the times that I unwillingly, or not, caused you harm. You were oh so very, very precious to me. I love you. I truly do. I know you love me too. May this letter be a love letter to the both of us, a reminder of just how precious we both are. May it honor our sacred union. I ask of you to please love through me, to continue loving with me for all of a soul's eternity. I wish the best for you, for the both of us. I know that wherever we go, however much we devote ourselves to one another, we will always prosper in our divine heart space. With all the love in my being, with all my gratitude. Thank you. And then I signed off. The reason why Spirit wanted me to talk about what I wrote in my journal with love is because right now you have 12:55 as I look up the timer. You have so much energy flowing through you right now. You have truly tapped into your heart space. And in turn, your heart space has illuminated the rest of your chakras, which is helping to realign everything, spark everything back up. Confirmation burp. Confirmation burp again. Ooh. And it's also helped you to learn about your passions again. Reignite your passions. Start creating again. Your sacral chakra is blooming and blossoming right now because of how much creativity you have and how much creative energy is around you. Your solar plexus is also beaming right now because you're finally having that confidence within yourself and within your dreams and your aspirations. Your throat chakra is finally being able to open up and blossom in ways that it's never been able to before because you're in this rooted ground space within yourself and who you are and this energy and being able to speak your mind fully now. You're also, because of this, you're tapping into more of your spiritual gifts, your crown chakra, your third eye, and I'm still shivering, and it's not cold in my room, by the way. It is, there's just so much energy right now that I'm buzzing. And all this to say that because you're finally at this point in your life where you have truly come back to yourself and found yourself again, and you are just this beautiful, buzzing, magnificent light illuminating with so much powerful potential energy, which is drawing in your manifestations. It's drawing in so many things towards you right now. But the main thing is you're glowing this way because you finally reconnected your relationship to love in a way that you haven't had since you were a child. In a way that you haven't had since the moment that you were born, when you were still too young to understand the world fully, before projections, whether they were your own projections or projections of the world or your family or whatever it may have been, dampened your light. And before you started traveling on your dark night of the soul, going through the lessons that you needed to learn in this lifetime to become who you were meant to be, and to have the knowledge and the power behind you to go for the things that you've always wanted and always dreamed and were always meant to. And because you are so tapped into this love right now, it can be difficult. I'm not going to say actually it can be. It is difficult, okay? 16:33 as I looked up at the timer. Love, thinking of love as sovereignty, as freedom, thinking of love as everything, because love is everything. There is love in everything if you know where to look for it and how to see her. It's not just metaphors of the self and how you can truly become free and sovereign as your own being and love everything, and how you yourself can become an embodiment of love. But it is also a metaphor that she is almost in her own way, her own being. And if we look at it this way, every person is different. We're all people at the end of the day. Because of this, we all go through our tides, 1755. We all go through our different tides and our waves in life. And these tides and these waves, they take us to so many different places. And these places are different for each and every one of us, because each and every one of us is our own being. We are all our own blueprints, our own little star constellations in this universe. And as human beings who go through these ups and these downs and these waves, and who live our lives, we have times where we are in our highest self. We are truly connected to who we are and act out of our heart space. And then we have times where we're shrouded and we might be listening to our ego and the shadows, and maybe even to other people, and we're going through lessons that we need to learn, and we make mistakes. We do things that we may not be proud of, but at the end of the day, they're all a part of us and they make us who we are, and we're only human, so it's natural. Nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing is perfect, right? And so, I guess all of this to say, Spirit wants you to now take that perspective and put it onto love. And I don't just mean love and relationships with family or life or whatever things are coming to your mind. I mean love herself. Remember those things that I was talking about earlier, where I said that because we go through those experiences, There are some people who turn their backs on her, scorn her, mock her, hell, even hate her. But now, if you put the perspective of love being her own being who can hold you in all of her capacity and is a lovely, beautiful being, but also does make mistakes in her own, trying to help you, trying to teach you, trying to guide you. And by that I mean in those scenarios where we were hurt by love, in whatever form that may have been. And now notice how it almost makes you soften at the idea. 2055. Because now you're looking at love the same way that you look at yourself and how far you have come in your journey. Because if you are seeing this video, it is because you are a person that has done so much healing and connecting to yourself that you've made friends with your shadow. You are no longer afraid of your ego and your shadow self or your mistakes from the past. You don't cling on to that anymore, feel shame about those things anymore. You've accepted them. You've honored them. You still give them grace and love while letting them go, because at the end of the day, they help to make you who you are now. They help to get you to the person you are watching this video right now. And putting that perspective onto love itself, it now makes you go, oh, nothing is perfect. Not even love. Nothing is perfect. And another thing is that not only is nothing perfect, but also love herself. She's doing her best. Everything that she does is a way of her trying to go about life as well. And so Spirit just wants you to know that if you are seeing this message, it is because you have made so much peace within yourself that now they're telling you it's time to make peace, fully make peace with love as well. And the reason why they're wanting you to have this perspective on love, and maybe even sit down with her yourself and write your own love letter dedicated to both her and you, or whatever way that you may feel called right now to talk with love and to work with love. That's happening because, like I said before, you are at such a strong point in your life with all this beautiful abundant energy, because you've come back to your heart space and you are glowing with so much love, because remember, you are love embodied as well. And because of this, like I said as well, you're bringing in so much abundance for yourself. You are a true magnet right now. And Spirit just wants you to know that because so many good things are coming, and because you're almost being expanded with a tidal wave of beautiful, bright, vibrant energy, which is starting at the base with love. There's other energies there too, but love is the base, helping to bring in this tsunami of beautiful abundance and attraction. And so they want you to have this perspective, to sit with love and to know that good things are coming, so many good things, which is why they want you to sit back with love in whatever way you feel called to, and to just know that all this love energy that you are feeling is for a reason, and it's time to celebrate it and yourself. Because let me tell you, there's going to be more love. You think this is a lot right now? Just wait, because that tidal wave of energy is expanding you and making room for even more to come in. So, I love you so much. I hope this reading helped, and I will see you all in another video, another reading. Mwah.